starters with your Somerville Highlanders. Drawing up, winning up is the captain of the Highlanders, senior number 7, Chris At center, senior captain of the Highlanders, number 4, starting at right wing with the class of 2030, number 2, Marcus Ruiz. On the bench, junior number 5, Candelino. And on right the bench, senior number 21, David Foley. And starting goal sophomore, number 71, William Jackson. This is good for your Highlanders, and the head coach Venus this season is Mr. Chris Todd. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask if you are able to please rise and move your hats as we honor America and those who serve and protect us with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to Somerville Highlander Hockey on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon, and tonight the Highlanders take on the Hillies of Haverhill as the Hillies come in ranked number 28 in Division 3. They are 6-8 overall. The Highlanders come in ranked number 24 in Division 3. They are 8-7 overall, 2 wins away from a playoff spot guaranteed with a 10-win season. Highlanders coming off a 6-2 victory over the Lynn Jets. A huge game for the Highlanders and a huge game for Chris Casesso as he got his 100th point, joining Matt DeAngelis on the 100-point line for their careers. We have some shots of that. Doe tries the shot, and DeAngelis gets the rebound. Now sent in, and there's Casesso as he gets his 99th career point. Winds up with Chris Casesso. That's in for the Highlander goal. Back here live after those highlights from the victory over the Jets. Congratulations to DeAngelis and Casesso on those 100-point careers. Now, of course, facing off against the Hillies here tonight at the Vet. They were 1-0-1 against the Hillies last year. A 4-4 tie here at the Vet as DeAngelis got a 3-goal natural hat trick in the third period to secure that 4-4 tie. They were able to win 2-1 at Haverhill. As we are underway here at the Vet, Haverhill working it around into the Highlander zone as Matt DeAngelis will knock that out of the zone. There's Chris Casesso getting in there on the boards, moving it into the Hilly zone. The Hillies last year very effective at shots from the point and getting deflections out in front of the net. So watch out for traffic out in front of Damian Jackson as he gets the start in the goal for the Highlanders. As DiCarlo in neutral ice tries to move it through. It's knocked back into the Highlander zone by Jake Costa. Now Tim Jones tries to clear that one out. Hillies on the forecheck as Costa gets it, fires it through. Saved at the point, sent down through. Watch out, you've got 12 out in front of that goal. That's Jack Baker. As the Highlanders able to knock that one out of the zone, icing will be the call. Face-off will come back to the Highlander zone. Highlanders ranked number 24 in Division III. If they are 32 or better, they will be in the playoffs. But if they get their 10th victory, then they're going to be in the playoffs anyway, no matter what they're ranking. So they can secure it with 10 wins. They can get their 9th tonight against the Hillies. That shot past Jackson into the glass, as that one from the point shot in there by Jalbert. Now the Highlanders back quickly as Antonelli into the zone. He gets ridden off the puck at the mid-boards. Costa sends it around. Now Baker. Baker will clear it out, but DeAngelis will collect. As DeAngelis pumps it in. I should say, strike that. That's DiCarlo. Skating very well has been DiCarlo, looking like Matt DeAngelis. As DiCarlo taken down, he's going to earn the penalty there. Good job there by Ben DiCarlo, as he was able to get the tripping on Ethan Jalbert. So the Highlanders will get the power play started here. 12:48 remaining in the first period. DeAngelis in the face-off circle against Costa. Costa wins that one back. Haverhill did a nice job last season against the Highlanders in the face-off circle. Something I know DeAngelis would like to improve upon this year. Of course, he had a great game last year against the Hillies here at the Vet with that natural hat trick in the third period. Chris Casesso did not play in that game. As the Hillies win that one as well, they're able to clear it out of the zone, and dumping it down deeper is Matt Costa. Now DeAngelis spinning behind his own net, gets away from Costa. Gives it up to Doe. Doe will dump that in around the boards. There's DiCarlo. Works it back around. As DeAngelis will get it. Tried to give that one off to DiCarlo. And Candelino will cycle it deeper. DeAngelis picks it up behind the net. Plays it out to Casesso mid-boards. Casesso back to DeAngelis in the corner. Back to Casesso, now DeAngelis. DeAngelis looks for the pass, he'll go around the net. Tries to get it through the slot, gets his own pass back to himself. Tried to get Casesso on the weak side, and the net came off of its moorings. Minute 6 remaining in the Highlander power play, 11:54 remaining in the first period. Highlanders fell behind last year against the Hillies. They were trailing 4-2 in that third period before DeAngelis finished that natural hat trick with 1:25 remaining in the game to tie it. Now a shorthanded opportunity as Patrick McGowan is in, fires that one, knocked aside by Jackson. Now Jones cycles it deeper to Foley, and they'll get it out of their end. As he plays it to DeAngelis. As DeAngelis is in, he's defended by Sindoni. Back to the point, picked up by Casesso. Foley quickly with the shot, comes off the blocker of Boyer. Foley keeps it in, gives it to Casesso. Couldn't quite get the stick down on it, but he'll pick it up and skate it around. Gives it back to Foley. Foley squeezes in, forces it through, gets it off the blocker of Boyer once again. Now DeAngelis behind the net. He's dealing from there, gives to Casesso. 15 seconds left in the penalty. Back to Casesso, back to DeAngelis as he tries to wrap it around, and he will. As Casesso and DeAngelis working it behind the net and around. 4 and 7 make it happen for the Highlanders. The triple digits get higher. Highlanders leading this one 1-0 after the goal from Matt DeAngelis, assisted by Chris Casesso. Power play goal there for DeAngelis right at the tail end of the power play as they worked it beautifully around behind the net. Now, working the forecheck here as Costa has to cycle it back deeper. Stolen in neutral ice by Foley. He sends that one towards Boyer, and Boyer will have to catch it and hold on. Tim Jones picks up the secondary assist on that. Jones now working the face-off circle there. Antonelli couldn't quite dig it out as they're against the boards with it now. Jones and Antonelli. And Costa pulls it out for the Hillies. So he brings it down ice. Switches it to Matt Costa as his shot goes wide. Costa again from the left side goes wide. Wide board sends it all the way down. Antonelli down there to greet it. Hillies able to work it out of their end, but there's Casesso stealing it. And he's got it over in the corner. Looking for some help now as a change was happening behind him. Casesso and DeAngelis again working around the net as DeAngelis tried to hit Casesso, but it was blocked. Highlanders working nice offensively here, doing what they want to so far, as that's going to be an offside, or icing, I should say, as DeAngelis did not get the touch on it. So the face-off will come back to the Highlander in 9:42 remaining in the period. Highlanders lead 1-0. As Doe will work that around the boards, Casesso shepherds it out. Matt Costa out on the ice for the Highlanders. Quickly down ice as Casesso keeps it in the zone. Now DeAngelis here near boards, unable to get a hold of it. Hillies will carry out. As Rosenthal down behind the Highlander net, gets it poked away. Good job there by DiCarlo. Actually, it's Candelino, strike that. Now Shane Doe out to Casesso, who exits the zone. Now Rosenthal once again at the point, gives off to Jalbert. Jalbert, his shot goes off the boards. Shot from the far point gets knocked aside by Antonelli. Candelino will squeeze that one out of the zone. And now DeAngelis hops on it, and he's charging. Fires that one in there. Boyer gets the glove on it, but it dribbled down, and he had to dive on and hold on with 8:31 remaining.
And last chance to support your Highlanders at the Dante Park Saturday night, February 8th. Saturday night, February 8th, at the Dante Park.
Highlanders win that one. Antonelli tries the shot, gets blocked by a skate. As the Hillies try to get it out of the zone, DiCarlo, great forecheck. Antonelli picks it up, fires it. Boyer kicks that one aside. Tim Jones now on the far boards, comes to the point. Candelino, the shot, gets knocked down by Daigle. Out ahead now, watch out. Jack Baker gives off to Costa. Costa finds the 5-hole and finds the goal. As Jake Costa comes in off the assist from Jack Baker on the odd man rush. And they get it past Damian Jackson to even this one up 1-1. Highlanders had been dominating this game so far and the possession. However, lightning quick, the Hillies answer back. Now Baker dumps that one in, comes off the boards, played around, but not out as Daigle keeps that in. Moved up to Marco Luis, who's knocked to the ice. Now Foley Foley picks it up, sends it far side to Casesso. He'll carry it out. He's got Luis with him. Tries the shot, gets blocked. Back to the point. Foley will fire that one. Came off the knee of Daigle. All the way back down. Nice job by Seamus as he got back to cover that. Nice touch by Luis, trying to get it up to DeAngelis. Good speed shown there by Nolan Sheehan as he took it away. Good check as well. It was right through the crease. Luis just couldn't quite get the stick to it. Now back here near side, as that's going to be sent in by Matt Costa. Highlanders pick it up, those. Tim Jones will dump it in. Highlanders go for a change behind, 6:45 remaining in the period. Tim Jones trying to get through neutral ice. Got it taken away for a moment. Now Doe has it. Gives it up to Luis. Nice job there. As trying to find Antonelli was Candelino. Just knocked down and held on to on that cross. I'm sorry, Ben DiCarlo. I keep seeing sixes when fives when I should see sixes. Ben DiCarlo having a heck of a game so far out there as he earned the penalty that got the Highlanders their goal on the power play. Kept in at the point by Doe, and there's DiCarlo. As he puts it through the slot, but couldn't quite get the stick on it, was Antonelli. Nice thought, though. And Grillo now is in. Grillo gets blocked by Doe. Sent back down by Jalbert, and is held on to by Jackson. 6:01 remaining here in the first period.
Next going pool. Game time at 5:30 p.m. on Monday.
Highlanders win this face-off as Foley sends it around. Casesso mid-boards will take care of it there. Gets it out. DeAngelis now with speed through the Hilly defense. Matt Costa was there with him for a moment. Now DeAngelis trying to get it back. Dumped in by the Hillies instead. Casesso battling there with Baker. Now Costa working it. Ground behind the net, got it out in front. Nice job there by Matthew Costa for the Highlanders to clear it away. As Matt Costa trying to steal that puck away. Isn't quite able to, as Jalbert is able to keep it away. Jalbert gets it to Baker. Baker plays that one forward, but the Highlanders take it away as DeAngelis is in now, working against Jalbert. As DeAngelis, smaller, but able to get in front of Jalbert and take that puck away for a moment, but now the Hillies are coming. They've got an odd man rush coming as that shot knocked aside. Nice job by Doe as he blocked it. Now the Highlanders back the other direction. Kyle Antonelli, he's got DiCarlo with him. As Antonelli's pass is blocked, DiCarlo swings and fires it wide of the net. Doe's shot is caught by Boyer, and he will hold on. 4:38 remaining as looks like DiCarlo and Sheehan getting to know each other a bit. And they will head to the box, respectively. Offsetting penalties there. They'll just sit in the box for a couple minutes and cool off as Antonelli controls the faceoff. Antonelli on the boards. Costa coming in to help. Comes off. Rosenthal controls. And then Tim Jones comes in and smothers that puck. Costa trying to dig it out, and he does to Shane Doe. As Doe pinches in, gives that one off to Antonelli, but he swings and misses. Oh, he had a good look at it there, did Kyle Antonelli. Now far boards once again. Tim Jones in there, just holding it, pressing it. Now Antonelli comes out with it. He's got Costa in front of the net. Goes far boards. Candelino at the point will cycle it deeper. Puck is picked up by Lopez, as Lopez, speed through the neutral ice, gets shut off by Doe as he fires that one, taken care of by Jackson. Now the puck down ice into the Hillies zone. Highlanders go for a change. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first period, tied up 1-1. Speed into the zone here as Matt Costa gets it taken off of his stick, battling in the corner here. As DeAngelis looking to come away with it, but DeCosta will instead, as Matt Costa, multiple Matt Costas out there, by the way. But the Matt Costa number 6 for the Hillies was who got that shot on goal. There's also a Matt Costa out there for Somerville, as he is number 13. Getting quite a bit of ice time this evening. DeAngelis wins this one for the Highlanders. Doe cycles it around. Foley will chase it down in the corner. It's Casesso. Back down to Foley. The Highlanders trying to get it out beyond this forecheck. Marco Luis chasing this one down for the Highlanders as Jake Costa carries it in. Watch out for Jake. Dangerous player, has a goal in this game, and he gets another one. As he just scooped that one right in past Damian Jackson. And the Hillies take the 2-1 lead. The Highlanders have looked excellent so far this game in terms of controlling the puck, as they have had time of possession galore in this game. But the Hillies, lightning fast, Jake Costa has put them ahead 2-1. As Foley sends it across to Candelino. Casesso will send it into the zone. Luis chases it to the corner. Now breaking out is Jake Costa once again, poked away. Excellent job defensively by the Highlanders. Casesso gets ridden off, but DeAngelis picks it up. Sorry?
Next whistle, they're out of the box.
As Luis has it, gives it to DeAngelis. DeAngelis to Casesso. Casesso fires that one, goes wide of the net. And Costa once again is in alone. Very, very dangerous as Foley's able to knock that one away from him with the poke check. Kept him at the point by Jalbert, blocked by DeAngelis. Now Antonelli skates out with it. As this will come back to the point, Candelino will pinch it down, cycles it down, Antonelli with the tap. Minute 35 remains here in the period as Antonelli cycles that one deeper. Ben DiCarlo will be out of the box on the next whistle, as will Matt Costa for the Hillies. As Baker is in, gives up to Rosenthal. Rosenthal spins, drops it to Gonzalez. Candelino clears that one away as the live boards get it right back out in front. Well handled by Jackson. 1 minute remaining here in the first period. Highlanders trailing 2-1. As the Hillies control, Elias Smith gives it to Rosenthal. As Costa taps that one into the zone. Highlanders pick it up as Marco Luis has some speed. Tried to pass that one to Casesso, but get knocked away. Now Matt Costa for the Hillies fires that one, and Damian Jackson will hold on. 28.3 remaining in the first period. DeAngelis versus Costa, as now teams back at full strength. That Shot from the point, tipped away by Tim Jones, and he comes away with it here, dumps it in. 15 seconds remaining as the Highlanders try one final charge here in the first period. Coming back the other way, Costa gives it to Baker, and Baker fires that one as Jackson got the glove on it and was able to tip it up high into the netting. Face-off will stay in the Highlander zone. 4 seconds remaining here in the period. Highlanders have dominated time of possession in this period, but the Hillies have the 2-1 lead. As DiCarlo able to get that out of the zone, and that will do it for the first period as the Highlanders trail the Hillies 2-1 after one here from the vet. We'll be back for second period action here on Somerville MTV. We are back at the Veterans Memorial Ice Rink in Somerville. Highlanders taking on the Hillies of Haverhill. The Hillies leading 2-1 after one period as Jake Costa, their captain number 10, put in 2 goals, one on an odd man rush, one on a very tough angle from the far side, as he was able to best the Highlanders in that period. Matt DeAngelis, Chris Casesso, 2 career point scorers for the Highlanders. They combined for the Highlander goal as Casesso assisted DeAngelis. We've heard that quite a few times this year as DeAngelis got his 26th goal and Casesso got his 22nd assist. Tim Jones racked up his 5th assist as he got the secondary assist on that goal. The Highlanders dominated time of possession in that first period, but Costa was able to use lightning quick strikes. And the Highlanders come into the second period trailing 2-1. Both of these two teams ranked in the top 30 in Division III. The Hillies number 28, the Highlanders number 24. As the Hillies win the face-off in period 2, we are underway as Pasquale Candelino gives it off to DeAngelis. And now there's Costa as he is in. Odd man rush for Costa. Nice job by Foley as he was able to partially block the pass. Now, Marco Luis trying to hook up with Casesso. A little bit too far out in front of him. We're seeing Marco Luis, number 2, as well as number 13, Matt Costa, getting some ice time, more ice time for the Highlanders as Braden Hart out for the Highlanders tonight. Now Candelino fires that one. Boyer gets the kick, gets the stopper on it, and the right pad stopped the first, and DeAngelis' shot was swallowed up by Boyer. He held on, and the face-off stays in the Hilly zone. 14-11 remaining here in the second period. Highlanders trailing by a goal. A win tonight would give them their 9th of the season, looking for a 10-win season that will guarantee them a playoff spot no matter their ranking. As Antonelli gets that off to DiCarlo, and Boyer is able to stop it. As Antonelli got it through the slot, but the face-off is going to come to the far side circle as Boyer held on when Ben DiCarlo's shot came a-calling. Puck kept in for a moment by DiCarlo, but then sent out as we have a foul coming up against Haverhill. Cross-check is going to be the call, or boarding, I'm not totally sure which. DiCarlo sent in very hard to the boards. So the Highlanders will pick up their second power play opportunity. They cashed in their first one. It was Ben DiCarlo who earned that one, and Ben DiCarlo also earned this one. as he got the tripping call in the first period, and now the boarding call here in the second. Highlander power play here for the next 2 minutes with 13:50 remaining in the period. DeAngelis back behind the net, looking to deal, comes out. Looking for Casesso far side. They get it up to Doe. Back to Casesso. Casesso with the one-timer into the back of the net. Chris Casesso picks up his 19th goal of the year. Shane Doe will grab the assist, as that will be assist number 17 for Shane. Highlanders have tied this one up with their second power play goal. Now, Seamus Foley trying to control for the Highlanders, but gets dumped in by the Hillies. Doe controlling on the far side. Doe gives it off to Costa. Costa could not clear it. There's Costa for the Hillies as Jake Costa gets his hat trick as he whips it right on past Damian Jackson. So 3-2, the Hillies answer back. They lead again as Jake Costa has taken care of all of the goal scoring thus far for the Hillies. Now the Hillies control the face-off here. Quick goal scoring here, and there's Costa through neutral ice. Watch out for him. Highlanders able to ride him off the puck. Seamus Foley gets it. Now that puck sent into neutral ice. Casesso chases it down. Lopez, unable to control, gets sent to the ice. DeAngelis spinning away, spinning past another Hilly. Tries to get it over to Candelino, but gets poked away. Now Candelino trying to control. He's able to. Tries to get it to Casesso, and instead it's into the back of the net. Good things happen when you send it to the crease, as Pasquale Candelino picks up the goal. Looked like he was trying to send it through to find Chris Casesso maybe, or Matt Costa, but it deflected off of a Hilly into the back of the net. And that's a goal, evening it up by Pasquale Candelino. 3-3 the score, 12:30 remaining in the second period. Goals coming quick and fast. Keep an eye out for number 10 on the ice surface for the Hillies, as he has answered every single volley from the Highlanders. At the point, Jalbert keeps it in. Blocked down by Tim Jones. Jalbert takes another bite, but it's not able to get through the defense. Candelino, that's his second goal of the season. As DiCarlo will cycle that down deeper, sent out by Foley as he sends it all the way down. No icing as it was touched. The Hillies unable to clear it, and now Casesso has it, gives it off to Doe. Doe fires that one from the point. It's deflected wide as Candelino pinches in. Candelino gives it to DeAngelis, back to Candelino. Poked away nicely, good play by McGowan, and he's off to the races. As they try to get it back to McGowan, what a save by Damian Jackson, as McGowan went to the backhand and Jackson took care of business. And back behind the play, we have a Highlander down, as trainer Michelle Kelly out onto the ice surface to check. I'm not totally sure who that is, as I'm looking at the Highlanders out on the ice surface. It could be Seamus Foley out there, although I see Foley over on the bench. There we go. Might be Ben DiCarlo. I believe that is Ben DiCarlo. He's had a tremendous game so far. He earned both of the penalties got the tripping penalty that led to the first power play goal for the Highlanders, then got the boarding penalty, earned the boarding penalty that got the second power play goal for the Highlanders. DiCarlo will head back into the locker room. So head coach Chris Capazzo, already short without Braden Hart out on the ice surface tonight, has to go a little bit deeper now. There's another strong skater in Ben DiCarlo. He will be without for a while. Highlanders have tied this up. As they look to clear it, Casesso's able to. 11 minutes remaining in the second period. Scores have come fast and furious here. 3 goals already in this period. As DeAngelis looks to make it more, and he does, as the Highlanders have the lead. Matt DeAngelis makes it a 4-3 Highlander lead. As DeAngelis picks up his second goal of the game, his 27th of the season. Casesso's going to grab another assist. That's 3 for him on the night. That gives him 24 assists on the year. And the Highlanders take the lead. Now Costa plays it to Baker. Baker trying to play it back to Costa, but the Highlanders able to clear it out by Seamus Foley. Now Foley in neutral ice looks to control. Tim Jones will send it into the zone. Antonelli cycles it a bit deeper. Marco Luis gets it deeper. Looking to Jones. Jones with the forehand shot there. And able to be stopped by Max Boyer. And the face-off will be in the Hillies zone. 10:18 remaining here in the second period. Highlanders now 3 goals in this period have taken a 4-3 lead. Foley pinching in, gives it to Antonelli. Antonelli's shot knocked wide off the blocker by Boyer. Foley gets it into the crease. Boyer, he's reaching around, and he finally is able to bring that one home and hold on. As Tim Jones floating around in front of that net area. You know how Timmy likes to get messy in front of the net. 10:04 remaining here in the second period. Highlanders with the 4-3 lead. As DeAngelis wins this one, but Baker picks it off. As Jack Baker with speed into the zone, fires that one, and it's knocked down and sent aside by Damian Jackson as Foley picked it up in front of him. Now Baker again behind the net. Costa looking to pick it up on the far boards. Very dangerous. He's got the 3 goals for the Hillies. He fires that one. It's wide to the far side. Pinching in, trying to get the shot off was Sindoni, but unable to. And the Highlanders able to clear it out of the zone as Casesso is down against Gilbert. Gilbert able to get the puck away, and Baker will pick it up. Plays it out to Costa. Costa against Foley. Costa fires that one in, and Jackson able to knock it aside. Costa with the pass. That one fired high and wide. Costa collects on the far boards. Gilbert fires that one. That one goes wide from the point. It was deflected. Now Foley. Foley in the corner will send it around the net. Doe will clear that one out for the Highlanders. Off the glass, it will go down for the icing. Face-off will come back to the Highlander end. 8:51 remaining in the second period. Highlanders with the 1-goal lead. Highlanders win that face-off, looking to clear it out of the zone, but the Hillies able to keep it in. Foley cycles it around. Antonelli trying to get to it, but Rosenthal keeps it off of him. And the Highlanders able to clear it out there as Tim Jones gets it out. Jones has Matt Costa in front of the net if he can find him. Instead, the Hillies will turn it around the other way. Held in, though, by Antonelli. Tough forecheck there for Tim Jones, loses his stick. Now Rosenthal cycling back down behind the Hilly net. Rosenthal into neutral ice. So try to get it past Candelino, they're able to. Big check right there as Foley came in, taking out Nolan Sheehan. Now Rosenthal will get it. Casesso picks it up on the forecheck. Casesso to DeAngelis. DeAngelis' shot off the blocker of Boyer. Candelino dumps it back in for the Highlanders. DeAngelis will pick it up far boards. DeAngelis gives it to Casesso. Casesso cycling it deeper. Going behind the net, he'll pull it back. Now DeAngelis in the corner. Gets by one Hilly, pokes it by the second Hilly, as Casesso gives it out to Doe at the point, back to DeAngelis. As DeAngelis will dance in between a few, tries to get that one in through the slot, but Pinero could not quite get the stick down, or actually Zach Howe couldn't quite get the stick down. As Zach Howe, number 9, getting some playing time out there for the Highlanders. .7:04 remaining. The icing brings it back to the Hilly zone. Highlanders with the 4-3 lead. It's Matt DeAngelis. Looks to win that one, but the Hillies take it away as Jalbert controls. Plays that forward. Watch out now as Baker breaks in. Baker fires that one. Blocked by Jackson. As Doe was riding Baker off. Jackson has been playing well here in this period. Looking very tough, standing tall in that crease. As Baker, or I should say Costa, loses an edge, and Casesso is going to get assessed. As Casesso helped Costa down to the ice surface there, the officials say, with a bit of a trip. So the Hillies will get a power play, their first power play of the game. The Highlanders, 2 for 2 on their power plays. Hillies get their first opportunity here with the man advantage. 6:32 remaining in the period. Highlanders with the 1-goal lead.
Somerville penalty, number 7, Chris Casesso, 2 minutes 14.
That puck's whipped around nicely. Nice job there by Pasquale Candelino as he sends it all the way down behind the Hilly net. Lots of speed here for Matt Costa as he tries to deke around Seamus Foley, but ends up holding on to it. Gives it off to Jake Costa. Now Matt Costa over to the far side. Shot sent in. Damian Jackson holds on to that one-timer by Baker. The two Costa brothers, Jake Costa, number 10. He's the captain. He has the hat trick tonight. Matt Costa, the younger brother, sophomore, in the face-off circle, number 6. Neither to be confused with the Highlander Matt Costa, who is number 13. As this puck back to the point, to Costa, touches it to his older brother Costa, as Jake Costa trying to give it past Foley, ends up in the corner with it, skates it behind the net, drops it to Baker. Baker, his shot, blocked aside by DeAngelis. Now Gilbert gets it to Costa, Jake Costa this time, as Jake gives it back to Baker at the point. Baker over to Matt Costa on the right side. Matt Costa looking to Jake Costa, his older brother. He drops it to him. As Jake's shot goes high into the netting. 40 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Hillies. 5:12 remaining in the second period. Highlanders holding on to a 4-3 lead. It's Tim Jones with the eye of the tiger going in against Jake Costa in the face-off circle. Costa, though, gets the best of it. Back to Matt Costa, over to Jake Costa. Jake Costa with the shot, and he's able to get it in. That's goal number 4 for Jake Costa, as that's the power play variety. He is the only Hilly scoring tonight, but he has scored 4, and that is enough to tie it. 4-4, 5:05 remaining here in the second period, as the Highlanders struggling to control number 10, Jake Costa. Now DeAngelis and Gonzalez in the face-off circle. Gonzalez gets the win. Marco Luis plays that one in for the Highlanders. And Candelino will control. He'll send that one in. Boyer had to stick it aside. Candelino holds in at the point, gets it to Doe. Doe pinches, fires off Boyer's stick into the air, and played high in the air. And the puck, or the net, I should say, came off of its mooring after Lopez had played that puck in the air. 4:40 remaining here in the second period. Highlanders and Hillies tied at 4s. Face-off comes outside the Hilly zone. Is that face-off won by DeAngelis? Candelino sent it in. DeAngelis, he'll get the shot. Fires that one, it's wide of the net. Casesso behind the net trying to control, and he will. As he gets it out to the point to Doe. Doe back to Casesso. It's Casesso. Fires that one, it's wide to the far side. Candelino pinching down. Candelino controlling in the corner, looking to get the puck out to the point, trying to get it out to DeAngelis, but it gets by him as Rosenthal is in. Rosenthal drops it off to Caron. Caron loses control of it. Coming around the net with it is Casesso, and he will dump it out of the Highlander zone. Now Lopez brings it into the zone, gets it taken away quickly. Candelino with some speed now, sends that one up ice. That's going to be an icing, as he just wasn't quite at center ice before he sent that puck away. 3:45 remaining. Highlanders will have the faceoff in their own zone, tied 4-4. Don't forget, hockey is not the only thing we have for you here on Somerville Ed TV. We've got girls basketball and boys basketball. The girls basketball team already in the playoffs. The boys basketball team needs to win 3 of their last 4 to make the playoffs. And guess what? 3 of their last 4 games are at home and will be broadcast on Somerville Ed TV. So sign up for notifications and make sure you know when there's a live broadcast of Highlander Athletics. Mash those buttons, like, share, subscribe, and get those subscriptions up for us. Thank you so much. As the Hillies get that one in close to Jackson, he's got to grab it and hold on. 3:23 remaining here in the second period. As Costa wins that one to Costa. And the shot put forward. Baker trying to dig that one out. Nice job by Damian Jackson holding on, as Baker was right there with the stick, ready for any rebound. One back once again to Costa. Now Foley cycles it around, but Baker will pick it up in the corner, gets it to Jalbert. Jalbert sends that one in, blocked and sent away by Tim Jones. Face-off will remain in the Highlander zone. 3:04 remaining here in the second period. 4-4 is your score. Tim Jones versus Matt Costa in the face-off circle. As Costa gets the best of it to Jake Costa. Jake Costa's shot is up and into the netting, off of Damian Jackson. As he is being tested tonight, Mr. Jackson is, young sophomore goalie for the Highlanders. Aside from Jake Costa, everybody else he's met that test, but Jake Costa has found his way past him 4 times tonight. As Antonelli unable to clear that out, gets sent back in deeper by Sindoni. Now Doe tries to get rid of it, but Baker has control for the Hillies. Gilbert at the point, looking to get it deeper, and he will, but it's knocked down by Doe and controlled by the Highlanders as DeAngelis has speed into the attacking zone. Left the puck, though. And now some danger here as Baker and Costa were breaking out. Highlanders get onside and they come into the attack. Antonelli with the steal on the forecheck. Now Tim Jones plays it out to the point to Doe, over to Foley. Foley, he'll take that shot, fires it wide of the net. Doe tries to keep it in, unable to, as he will send it across to Foley. They'll have to reset the attack. Now Jake Costa will get the puck as the Highlanders late on that line change. Able to get out, though, as Matt Costa will play this one in. Baker almost got the stick to it, but the Highlanders able to take it away as DeAngelis sends it out of the zone. Minute 45 remaining here in the second period. And Jake Costa with it. Loses his edge there against the boards, but the Hillies able to get it out of the zone for a moment. Sent right back in by Candelino. Now Baker touches it out. DeAngelis picks it up as Matt DeAngelis speed into the zone. Deeks around, goes in, just around the side of the net. Couldn't quite get it past Boyer. Highlanders still control as Shane Doe tries to get that one in. Costa with the block as Casesso takes it away. 1 minute remaining here in the second period, tied up at 4s. As tried to be kept in by Candelino, but it got out of the zone. Highlanders had to clear. And Baker, he will get a running start on that one. Tried to get it forward to Costa. Now Matt Costa over to Jake Costa. Shane Doe will play it off the boards forward as Casesso picks it up and gets into the attack. Boyer sticks that one, and that's into the net by Tim Jones. I think Tim called the deflection off the goalie. I think I heard him call bank. I swear to God I did. Tim Jones gives the Highlanders the lead, 25.2 seconds left in the second period. As Timmy gets his 7th goal of the season. Boyer unable to control the puck. And Tim Jones plays a little bank into the back of the net. DeAngelis trying to rush this in with 25 seconds remaining. Highlanders able to get on the attack due to it. And now Tim just pinning that puck. They get it back, looking for Foley. This is dangerous as Rosenthal has speed. There's still time. 4 seconds remaining. And that will do it for the second period of action as the Highlanders exit that period leading 5-4. We will be back for third period action in this incredibly exciting game from the Vet here on Somerville EdTV in a moment. We are back at the Vet, Veterans Memorial Ice Rink in Somerville. Highlanders leading the Hillies of Haverhill by the score of 5-4 as goals broke out everywhere in the second period. Matt DeAngelis notching a goal for the Highlanders. Pasquale Candelino as well with a goal for the Highlanders in that second period. Tim Jones gave them the lead with a bank shot off the goalie Boyer from behind the net late in that second period. Over on the Hillies side, it's number 10 or bust. Jake Costa, their captain, is the leading scorer with 4 goals got the hat trick plus, as he has scored all of the Hilly goals. Highlanders have dominated time of possession in this game, basically, but Costa has been a lightning bolt offensively for the Hillies. Highlanders have to figure out something to do defensively against number 10. Highlanders short in terms of skaters. One of their best skaters not available, Braden Hart, and Ben DiCarlo went out with an injury midway through that second period. And he was having an excellent game, was Ben DiCarlo. So we've seen Marco Luis, number 2, out there. You see him right now out on the ice. We've also seen number 13, Matt Costa, getting some ice time tonight as well for the Highlanders. And there is Jake Costa, that goal scorer, as he got the puck taken away right there. That's his younger brother, Matt Costa, with it right there, as his shot goes high off of the glove of Damian Jackson. Whistle and stoppage here, as we are just underway here in the third period. Net came off of its moorings. Highlanders 2 wins away from guaranteeing a playoff spot with their 10th win. They're 8-7. They are ranked number 24. If they're 32nd or better with their ranking, they will make the playoffs as well. We will, of course, cover any playoff action the Highlanders have this postseason as they look to make their 3rd straight playoff appearance. As Marco Luis is out with speed, he'll center it looking for Casesso. As Casesso holds that one in for a moment but can't keep it in. Now out ahead is Matt Costa. He gives it off to Jake Costa, and there's a stop by Damian Jackson as he comes sliding across to get the pad on it. Now Casesso clears it away as Baker wasn't able to get the stick on it. Now Jake Costa picks up the puck, gives it to number 9. That's Sheehan, Nolan Sheehan, breaking through the center there, but couldn't get a shot on goal. Now Casesso gives it to Tim Jones, but that gets taken away as Matt Costa picks it up for the Hillies. Now Costa cycles it deeper. Baker with it in the corner. Plays it out. That gets out of the zone before it was handled by Lopez. As Lopez will dump that in, the Hillies go for a change. Now the Highlanders, Matt Costa, he'll dump that into the zone. Handled by Matt Lopez. As Lopez clears it out of the zone for the Hillies, all the way down ice. And Doe will take care of it behind the net for the Highlanders. Antonelli, mid-boards, gives it off to Tim Jones. Jones, all the way down ice, as the Highlanders go for a change behind it. Lopez with speed, heading towards neutral ice. Drops it to McGowan. McGowan gets it taken away as he enters the zone. Now Casesso has it. He'll carry it through neutral ice as he goes into the attacking zone. Carries it all the way down as he looks for some help here. Gets it to the slot, looking for DeAngelis. Gets all the way back where Foley had to send it towards the net, and it's cleared out by the Hillies. And Marco Luis is going to get called for the offsides as he hadn't cleared the zone before playing that puck. Highlander playoff action. We will have coverage of any hockey playoff action. Also, we will have coverage of the impending girls basketball playoff action. That's guaranteed. They have 11 wins already this year. And the boys, 3 wins away. They've got 3 home games left. Keep track of those home games here on Somerville Ed TV and see if Antonelli's boys can get back into the playoffs this year. As Casesso with the steal, drives in, his shot goes up high off the glass. Foley will take that in neutral ice, gives it off to Doe, but Baker will take it away. And there's Jake Costa as he gets around Foley and puts that one into the net. 5th goal of the game for Jake Costa as he has tied matters up here. Swept right by Seamus Foley and was able to poke it in behind Damian Jackson. And we are tied at 5s with 12:02 remaining in the game. I said it before, Jake Costa, he's like a lightning bolt for the Hillies tonight. It's 5 of their goals, all of them coming from him. There's Baker dumping it into the zone. Foley will collect for the Highlanders. Matt Costa for the Highlanders touches it to Tim Jones but doesn't clear. Matt Costa for the Hillies gets the puck and fires it towards the net, and Jackson will catch and hold. .11:39 remaining in the game, tied up 5-5. Jake Costa, a one-man wrecking crew for the Hillies, 5 goals from his stick. Shane Doe carrying it out of the zone. He'll carry it all the way in. He might even take a shot. As Doe behind the net. Comes all the way around looking for some help. Gets it back to the point to Candolino. Over to Jones at the point. And there's off of Jones' stick is Bobby Karen. Karen's centering pass goes clean through. Now Jalbert sends that one in. Collected by Candolino. Candolino, he's got speed through neutral ice. Got Antonelli with him. He'll send it into the corner. Highlanders go for the change. Scasesso comes out on the forecheck. Jalbert played that one back, looking for Lopez. And now Casesso's going to forecheck him. And it looks like he's going to make some noise back there. As DeAngelis joins in the forecheck, Jalbert will pick it up on the near boards. Marco Luis keeps it in. Foley at the point. Now Marco Luis with some speed going towards the corner. And there's DeAngelis passing, picks up the pass. His shot goes wide. DeAngelis has it in the corner. Spins away from one check as Jalbert comes in. Marco Luis comes in with his stick to help out. As the puck is pinned against the boards, 10:05 remaining in the game. As the Hillies able to dig it out and send it out of the zone. And it is a stoppage here. As the faceoff will come down to the Highlanders' end. The puck played by a high stick by the Highlanders. So Tim Jones now facing off against Matt Costa. And there's Jake Costa getting the win. They feed it back to Costa. Costa, the goal scorer, fires that one in through the screen, and Jackson is able to hold on. A little extracurricular out front. As Baker had gone down to the ice surface. And Damian Jackson got a little angry about Tim Jones being sent to the ice surface. Head coach Chris Capazzo going to talk to his goalie about keeping a level head in those moments. And now we'll get play resuming after Coach Capazzo has had his coaching moment with young Mr. Jackson. Tied up 5-5, 9:54 remaining in the game. Face-off in the Highlanders' end. Costa versus Jones. Jones will win this one as Doe cycles it around. Matt Costa couldn't quite get to it for the Highlanders, so it's held in. Now Matt Costa for the Hillies has it around behind the net. So he sends it back to the point. Sheehan back to Costa. Costa over to Jake Costa, the goal scorer. He tries to go up high, a little too high as he plays it off the glass. All the way down ice. And Casesso on the forecheck. Looking to get control, but Jake Costa will carry out for the Hillies. It's Costa into the attacking zone. Double teamed by DeAngelis and Doe. He's still able to get a pass into the slot to his younger brother, Matt, but the Highlanders able to clear it away. Jake Costa picks that one up, and it's off the back of the netting as Matt Costa will send that one out towards the point, and it gets out of the zone as Sendoni has to chase it down. Now Baker with it. Plays it forward. Nice job there by Candelino as he got it to Casesso. Casesso tries to get it into the net, and it's knocked down. Oh, my goodness gracious. Boyer was just able to keep that one out. As Foley sends that one in, Boyer sticks it aside. And Jake Costa will send this one all the way down for the icing. As the faceoff will come back to the Hillies end. 8:29 remaining in the game. We're tied up at 5s here at the Vet. Big game here for both teams. Hillies sitting at number 28 in Division III, right near that borderline of the 32nd ranking. So they would dearly love to get a win here. A loss for the Hillies would give them only room for one more loss to maintain a 500 record. As that's going to go as an icing. Face-off coming back to the Hillies end. Hillies with a 6-8 record overall. A loss tonight drops them to 6-9, leaving them only one more loss to keep a 500 record. So they'd have to keep their ranking above 32. Highlanders at 8-7. A win tonight could give them one away from that 10th victory. DeAngelis is in. Oh, and Boyer's able to make the save off the pad. Casesso looks to collect the rebound. Sends it to Doe. Doe fires that one. It goes wide as Boyer got the glove to it. Now DeAngelis tries to give it back to Doe at the point. Doe over to Casesso. Casesso fires that one off of Boyer's face mask. Over in the corner, DeAngelis, he's sent to the ice. It's going to be a power play as DeAngelis goes in, fires it off of Boyer as he makes the save. The play is stopped as the Highlanders will get the man advantage for 2 minutes. Matt DeAngelis doing an excellent job out there, earning the tripping call. 7:38 remaining. Matt Lopez to the box. Short-handed, the Hillies will carry it out, or dump it out, I should say. Candelino collects behind the net. Then Casesso will lead the charge. Power play has been good for the Highlanders. They are 2 for 2 with the man advantage tonight. As DeAngelis has scored a power play goal, as has Casesso. DeAngelis in the corner, behind the net. Works it around, comes out through the slot. Casesso will pick it up after it was deflected. Now Casesso. Down to DeAngelis. DeAngelis spins back. Looking to deal from the corner, gives it to Casesso. Out front to Doe, and it bounces off of Doe's stick. They'll have to reset. 1:05 remaining in the man advantage as Doe carries in. Doe will set up shop, and he sends that one across and out. Got to watch out. Jake Costa in the area. Short-handed, he's dangerous as well. 5 goals on the night for Mr. Costa. It's Casesso through neutral ice, 45 seconds left in the man advantage. Drops it up to the point, now Doe. Doe over to DeAngelis. DeAngelis through the slot, looking for Candelino or Casesso. It gets through. Candelino picks it up, far boards. Now DeAngelis cycles it down to Candelino. Back to DeAngelis in the slot, and they're able to poke it away. Nice job by Matt Costa. And now Jake Costa is going to get down here and play with the puck a bit. Very, very dangerous, short-handed, and wasting a bit of time. Tim Jones will come through. He'll pick it up. 7 seconds remaining in the man advantage. The Hillies did an excellent job killing off this power play for the Highlanders as we are back to equal strength on both sides. 5.5 minutes remaining in the game. It's a 5-5 tie as Foley held it in. Candelino sends it deeper. Tim Jones behind the net. Tried to sneak it to Antonelli. Just couldn't quite get it out front. There's an opportunity for Marco Luis as his one-timer gets deflected wide. Foley holds that one in. Antonelli chasing behind the net. That puck dumped out of the zone. Candelino will dump it right back in. Jake Costa will pick it up for the Hillies as he reverses. Marco Luis trying to poke that puck away, but Jake Costa just carrying through with strength. As he goes right through the middle, Seamus Foley will send him to the ice surface and give him a little extra in the back. As Costa down on the ice. Some justified anger, I have to say, from the Haverhill fans as Foley will head to the bench and head to the locker room. Bad blood here as Foley heading back to the locker room, challenging people on the Haverhill bench. He's got to control that crap. He's a leader. He's a senior, and he can't do that. It was a cross check to the back of the head. It was unnecessary by Seamus. He is a leader on this team, and he should not play like that. I will say that very clearly. We will see what the officials come out with here. There is no cause whatsoever aside from the 5 goals and Seamus Foley being made to look like a fool multiple times by Jake Costa's play that caused Seamus Foley to react in such a horrible manner. Absolutely ridiculous. It's Baker talking to DeAngelis, letting him know, what had happened. I'm sorry. There is no need for that. He had cleared him out of the play. That was a clean check. Then as he was sliding him towards the boards on top of him, he took his stick and cross-checked him multiple times in the back of the head. Completely unnecessary. And I have to say, there is nothing Jake Costa did that deserved that.
Be nice. Knock it off. Don't make Somerville look like idiots. I don't care. You should zip it. Zip it.
4:43 remaining in the game.
Foley, your guy. Now zip it right now. I don't care.
Tied up 5-5. As we await for the Highlanders. We wait for the referees to figure out what the situation is.
And MIAA conduct rules require you to maintain calm, support your team in a positive manner.
This is a exciting game, a very, very good game. Back and forth action. Highlanders had looked very, very good in sections and portions. They've really struggled dealing with number 10, Jake Costa. It is a shame when you struggle to contain a player and you cannot do it legally. And Seamus Foley decided to do it extremely illegally. Not only extremely illegally, but extremely dangerously. It was unnecessary. And we will see what will result from this. I could only assume that Seamus Foley will be heading out for the remainder of this game. Looks like Antonio Luis is going to sit in the box for the Highlanders, number 17. I guess playing the part of Foley. When we return to play, it will be 4:43 remaining in what was a very exciting hockey game, 5-5 being the score. It's Chris Capazzo getting the explanation from the officials. And we will see what the outcome of this is. We have a Highlander in the box. Now we're going to get Matt Costa into the box for the Hillies. So Matt Costa, he's in the box, number 6. Antonio Luis in the box right now for the Highlanders, but obviously he was not on the ice surface during that situation. A situation where Jake Costa had come in to the attacking zone, splitting the defenders. Foley had come across, checked him cleanly, very hard. It was a very hard, clean check. To the ice surface, was on him bodily, sliding towards the far corner, and Foley cross-checked him multiple times to the back of the head. There was no other way to say it. It was dirty, it was unnecessary, and it was dangerous. So we will see what the outcome of this is. We will listen to our PA announcer. We will find out what the situation is. But what head coach Chris Capazzo has to do now is resettle his team, recognizing that a senior leader on this team had just reacted in such a way as Chase Mobilia will head in too.
Probably a match. A lot of paperwork.
I would assume it's a match misconduct for Seamus Foley. He will. Yep, game misconduct for Foley and slashing.
2 minutes for roughing. All penalties called at 10:17 of the third period.
So what we will end up with is 4-on-5 hockey. The Hillies will have the man advantage for the remainder of regulation. They get it out to the point to Jake Costa as we are back underway. Baker from the point. Long break here. We'll see what happens. Who can keep their focus after such a long break and such a situation that occurred. 4:25 remaining in the game. 4:43 remaining in the game. Misconduct penalty against Seamus Foley. As Pete Grillo gives it to Jake Costa, now to Baker. Baker fires that one looking for a tip in. Wasn't able to get it as they had Jalbert right in front of the net. Now Jalbert breaks in. He's got Baker behind him, tried to play it to him. DeAngelis knocked it away. As that puck through the crease area, but knocked away to the corner as Candelino is pressing it up against the boards. Now Casesso will knock it out. Chris Casesso's out ahead, shorthanded against Boyer. Casesso fires it with the forehand, and Boyer makes the save. Big save there by Max Boyer as Chris Casesso, one of the 200-point scorers for this team, busted in shorthanded, and Boyer was able to hold him off. Now Jalbert controls off the faceoff into the zone as Doe picks his pocket. Baker knocks it to the ice surface, and it's cycled deeper by McGowan. Highlanders able to clear that one out as Candelino was able to knock it out. 3:25 remaining in the game. Highlanders are shorthanded until the end. As Jake Costa, the scorer of 5 goals, fires. That one got through to Jackson, and he knocked it aside with his shoulder. Good job by Damian Jackson, standing tall in between the pipes for the Highlanders. As Costa to the ice surface there, Antonelli with a nice hip check. Carried in by Grillo, he drops it to Jalbert. As Jalbert around DeAngelis. But DeAngelis recovers. Jalbert into the slot, but cleared out by Shane Doe. 2:40 remaining in the game. Tied up 5-5. Highlanders shorthanded until the end. As Costa through neutral ice. Between defenders. And that will be handled by Damian Jackson as he corrals it and holds on. 2:24 remaining in the game. Face-off stays in the Highlander end. Highlanders down a man. Seamus Foley received a game misconduct. Cross-checked Jake Costa multiple times in the back of the head. Completely unnecessary. And he set his team up for a dire situation here the last 5 minutes. They are battling through it, though, with 2:12 remaining in the game. I should say 2:12 remaining in regulation as Rosenthal carries this one in. Rosenthal into the crease. Now that puck bounced around the slot, but nobody was able to get a shot on it. Now, Costa holding on, gets it to Rosenthal. Rosenthal back down behind the net. Working with Caron, back to Rosenthal. As Rosenthal to the point, gives it to Lopez. Lopez's shot. Jackson holds on. Minute 34 remaining. Face-off stays in the Highlander end. As Jake Costa back out onto the ice surface, he'll take the face-off for the Hillies against Tim Jones for the Highlanders. As the Hillies win this one back to the point, that's Matt Costa over to Baker. Baker here near side, back to Matt Costa. Costa, far side to Jake Costa. Costa gets it blocked by Candelino. Now Matt Costa again over to Jake. Down to the corner as Jake couldn't get the stick on it. Jake able to skate away from the corner with it there as Tim Jones turns him back. Now Costa gets out to the point to Matt Costa. Matt Costa's shot gets through. Jackson had to kick it aside. Now Jake Costa holding it with a minute remaining. Minute remaining in regulation. Baker back to Costa. Costa fires that one. It gets deflected wide by Shane Doe. As that unable to be cleared by DeAngelis, and the shot goes wide from McGowan. Now Costa once again gives it to Baker. Baker's one-timer goes wide to the near side. Once again looking for Baker, but DeAngelis gets a poke, and DeAngelis is out. He's got Tim Jones with him. He gives it to Tim Jones, and Bauer stops Jones. 25 seconds remaining as Jalbert is in for the Hillies. And DeAngelis clears it away. Tick, 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 tick. 15 seconds remaining. Casesso is down with the forecheck. Shane Doe trying to steal that away, but Jalbert gets it. And that'll be an offside as Baker was in the area too early. 2.9 seconds remaining in regulation. The faceoff will come outside the Highlander zone. Highlanders 20 seconds away from killing off the 5-minute game misconduct to Seamus Foley.
That's the major penalty.
Yes.
Game misconduct
Oh. And that will do it for regulation as we are tied up 5-5. Highlanders able to kill off that 5-minute major mostly. 17 seconds remaining as we'll have 5 minutes of overtime hockey here. It'll be 4-on-3 to start, then 4-on-4 hockey after that. Highlanders able to fight off that major penalty against Seamus Foley as he took the stick to the back of the head of Jake Costa late in the game, leaving his team in a dire situation. Foolishly so. Really good job by the Highlanders, keeping their focus, keeping their composure in that situation. Damian Jackson was under a flood of shots the last few moments of that period, and he stood tall as the Hillies tried everything they could to get the puck past him. Jackson held firm. So the Highlanders, a really good opportunity here as they will be able to hopefully get back to even strength in the overtime period, 17 seconds into it. Don't forget, we will have all sorts of action coming to you here on Somerville Ed TV as the Highlander girls basketball team wraps up their season. They've got a big game coming up against Cambridge on Thursday the 6th. Then senior night will be Tuesday the 11th of February against Boston Latin. And then don't forget, they'll be in the playoffs coming up late February. Keep an eye on MIAA.net. Midway through February, look up, see what those matchups might be, where the Highlanders might go play. They will play a road game in the playoffs. We will see. They are not a team that anybody wants to play in that qualifying round. I can guarantee you that, as they are ripe to upset somebody in that qualifying round of the playoffs. Over on the boys' side, they've got 4 games left in the season. They got a game against Malden, a team they've beaten already this year. They've got a game against Peabody, a team they've beaten already this year as well. They've also got games against Framingham and Plymouth North. They win 3 of those 4 games. They will have 10 wins. They will go to the playoffs. And we will, of course, have coverage of the Highlander boys' playoff run, or their attempt at a playoff run, as those 3 home games against Framingham, Peabody Memorial, and Plymouth North will be here on Somerville. Ed TV, Kevin Scott, Jeff Argenziano taking care of the call for you over on the boys' side. And, of course, here on the ice, the Highlander hockey team, 8 wins, looking to pick up, hopefully, their 9th with an overtime victory against the Hillies tonight. Going towards the playoffs, they are right on the verge of those 10 wins to qualify automatically. They are also ranked number 24 in Division III, so that ranking alone will get them into the playoffs. Looks like the possibility of maybe a Melrose matchup, maybe a Methuen matchup. That's where they're sitting. Melrose right now, number 7 in Division III. A rematch of a game from earlier this year for the Highlanders. We'll see what kind of matchup they might end up with as they drive towards the playoffs. Make sure you are mashing those buttons for us. Like, share, subscribe. Sign up for the notifications so you know when those live broadcasts are coming as well. All sorts of great stuff on the network. We've got winter concerts from all the schools throughout Somerville, as well as the Highlander Athletics. And don't forget, in the spring, even more Highlander athletics. We're going to have boys and girls lacrosse. We're going to have boys volleyball. We're going to have baseball, and we're going to have softball. In addition to that, of course, graduations from all across Somerville as well in the spring. So make sure you have signed up for Somerville Ed TV. Like, share, subscribe, get those subscriptions up. We are close to 3,000 subscriptions. We appreciate it so much. Push us on to 3,000 for the spring. All right, we are back. We are about to start overtime action here from the vet. Highlanders down a man. Now it's going to be 2 minutes and 15 seconds as DeAngelis is in. And Matt DeAngelis has won it for the Highlanders. Short-handed, do-it-all DeAngelis gets the Hattie in overtime. Six to 5 is your final. Scoring 8 seconds into overtime, short-handed with his 28th goal of the year. The 100-point scorer, Matt DeAngelis, wins it for the Highlanders. As the teams line up at center ice, the Highlanders move to 9-7 on the season, 1 win away from qualifying for their 3rd straight playoff appearance. That's going to do it for us tonight. From the vet, thank you so much for watching. Excuse me. Thank you, Lenny Scaletta, on camera. Another victory for Lenny, by the way. Thank you very much as well. Ben Martin on direction. I am Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander Hockey on Somerville TV.